Hi there guys and welcome back to another episode of Pillars of Eternity. So previous episode we actually made it to the tavern before we got sent back. Well, not sent back, but had to backtrack again. So let's not cross to the tavern again. Oh, it's stealing. And then we continue with Pillars of Eternity. Who's this? Who's this Glimmer? No. Requires a proper key. Okay.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
So we are not allowed to leave this district yet. So any attempt to do so, we will probably aggravate the... Oh, go away, I wasn't even going to you. The god places a spear between you and the path that leads beyond the gates. Still, Estramore, the rest of the city is forbidden except by orders of one of the Anamenfath. Trespassing into Twin Elms is punishable by death. Nice spear compensating for something. He slams the butt of his spear into the ground. I do not take insults from your kind, and much less in your clumsy tongue. Another coarse word from you, and I'll show you how the three tusk Stelgar are trained with a spear. That's good. Okay, stealing. Forth and home, forth and home. Hearthstone market. Warrior. Despite the apparent crookedness dark, the angles of the road of the sod roof is perfectly symmetrical. It hums and vibrates at the activity within. I need to take bow mastery on my character. He will do a lot better with bow mastery. But there's so many nice skills.
Yeah?
Yeah, this needs to be
Hey there.
Lindsay.
Hail, Estramore.
Welcome to my home, Estramo. I am Lindsay, healer and guide. What brings you here? Tell me about yourself. The locals have called me the wise woman in term of respect, I'm sure, but it makes me feel my years. I am the herbalist and healer. I spend most of my time caring for the ill, helping with the delivery of children and making remedies for those in pain. I like your songbird. Does it have a name? Well, he does, she blushes, but I ought to not have let my friend's daughter name him. The name is long and rather silly. The short version is Beaker. She rolls her eyes and smiles. The next bird I have will be named after an Anamenfath. I should be going. Where the fuck is a songbird?
Sure.
Okay then. What's this? Boulders. What boulders? Earth. The petal shadow creeps around the dais. Okay. Anybody in here? No. So I can steal. Good. Honey. Trash. Okay. this? Fucking child. Okay. Tantalizing. Let's see. Tomorrow.
Estremor.
This old woman is clad in furred hide. She settles a sharp, dark-eyed gaze on you. I hold here the best hides in your Glanfath hides is so thick that Stelgar cannot claw through. Boost is so supple they will smother the sound of your steps. What's your trade? I bear it on skin. Bear it on my skin. I sell hides from every one of the Glanfathan's beasts, Estremor, and come from everywhere to see them, and know us from the great hunters. Every hide bears the tale of a great hunt, and our traders bear them in turn to every corner of our lands. I see your wares. Then ye look upon the bounty our hunters have provided us. Exceptional hide armor. Ooh. Oh, thank you. Dear wooden trader, dear one. Okay.
Many blessings, traveler.
The thick-framed woman smiles broadly as you approach. Ah, I see that you heard it. A good blade has a voice, and it sings to its wielder. What weapon called you for? Tell me what you craft. My weapons speak for themselves, and every man and woman in this market knows my worth. Even that Tumra. I bear the knowledge my father held, and his mother before him. Take up one of my blades, and you hold a weapon 5 generations in the making. Dune swords. They say I should not waste such fine weapons on Estremorn. I say good weapon lying on a rack is the true waste. So let me see.
Estremor.
Let me see your ways. Look all you wish. What's this? No. Stop. What at it? Star cooler. Strikes hard. One-handed hammer. Lost meadow mail. You're 14. That's mind. Superb. Nature's vigor.
Estremor?
Some food for your travels. I hold here my delicious cheeses and fresh fruit. Let me see what you have to trade. Okay. I win.
Builder's wisdom to you.
An old elven woman clothed in a thick rose beckons you to approach. Welcome, foreigner, welcome. Her forearms, splotched by green and blue stains, wiggled out by her hanging sleeves like caterpillars out of the ripe fruit. I've got what you seek always, come see. Between bows and smiles, she points to a little girl beside the herbalist store. We're here to help you, foreigners. Yes, we are. The Fisher Crane tribe serves your promise. Unquins, potions, tinctures. She makes a sprawling gesture at the collection of pots, bottles, and herbs that lies behind her. If you seek it, I have it always. Let me see what you've got. What you got? I don't really do potions, but okay. Oh, here's another.
What brings you here?
Transcends to moderate endurance. Now, this is something I might be interested in for that guy. Grant Fireball. Shit. Only usable by Paladin. Ebony Spider figurine. Just want one. And I want the spider. Cancel. and I'll take that, and I'll take that. And then while we're at it, I need to check that out. I never checked that. Okay. Fireball staff can go to. Let's put it in there for now. And then that we can put there. Okay.
Yeah?
Where's that spot? Passage of the 6? Oh, probably in here. Pelagina is here? Yes. Yes. Different fire resting, 10 defense when disengaged, while dexterity, damage reduction plus. It'll save you plus 5 to all defenses. Mind you, I do have magical shit to give him. Although I might rather put it on Pelagina. Because this thing gives perception. Oh, she can't wear it. What does his give? Resolve and perception. He doesn't need. Let's just give it to him. Ooh. What? Aww. Yeah, let's put on something else for a change. Item type. Black and white cat, calico cat. Put the black cat back. Okay.
Wait. I don't know if I should go through with this. Make the trade deal with the Anamenfath.
Anamenfath.
If a Valiant deal with the Glanfathens weakens the Deerwood, it could mean war for the Republics in the future.
What other options do
I
you
could
have?
put the idea in the Anamenfath's head that the Republics are not interested in exclusive trade, but limited trade of goods that they do not already trade with the Deerwoodens.
It's the right thing to do. The Deerwoodens are at the mercy of Republicans and they don't even know it. Your actions today can prevent further suffering. Black and white cat, calico cat. Put the black cat back. Okay.
Wait. I don't know if I should go through with this. Make the trade deal with the Anamenfath.
What? Oh, yeah, let's put on something else for a change. She nods her head resolutely.
Another Estramore. What do you want?
I'm looking for another who passed through the city.
Few Estramoran are given the freedom of our sacred city. That you ask for this person is suspicious. There are reasons we don't let you Estramoran roam our sacred city. Reasons I am coming to understand.
Has something recently happened? More than I care to think about.
Looters have grown bolder at the sites of the builders. The people of Defiance Bay set fire to their own city. And every week, the 3 Tusk Stelgar bring news of more desperate settlers pushing at our borders, trying to escape their plague of Anolfane children.
Suddenly you feel the presence of someone else in the hall. The Anamenfath continues to glare at you, but something has stepped out of her skin. It reaches out to you.
Permitting more strangers the freedom of the city is out of the question right now. Go and be thankful that Anamenfath Shimak doesn't sit in the passage of the Six today. He would not be so kind as I.
A vision of an Orlan man appears near Bethwl. He has the same green-brown fur and hazel eyes as she does. Help me reason with them. He points behind you. Turning, you see the ghostly shapes of 5 other Anamenfatha. Another Orlan with tawny fur and a scarred face. A frowning dwarf, a black-furred Orlan, and 2 elves. Who's that other Orlan? He looks just like you. You're angry about something. I hear it in your voice. What is it? All the outrages I listed for you, not enough troubles brews, and none of it is my choosing. The spectral Orlan takes another step from her, setting his foot down with a slow, heavy motion. Tendrils of essence strain between them, and are grimacing and lean forward. And he grimaces and leans forward, as if struggling against the gale. The angry Anamenfath winces. War. The spectral Orlan's voice is rasping croak. They're headed for war. Remind them of Farewell's warning. Does Farewell's warning mean anything to you? Farewell's soul image gasped. Taut threads and essence tug at him, drawing him back into the Anamenfath. He looks up at you again. I tried to tell them. The boldest souls have touched even the Estramore.
You'd better explain yourself.
The two attending tribesmen look from the Anamenfath to you, their sword hands ready. The boldest souls have touched even the Estramore.
There's no way you could have known this saying. Not unless you are a Galuth on Anams, a watcher of souls.
Yes, I am a watcher. She nods. That explains much.
Feralt's warning came before the Broken Stone War. Feralt, my ancestor on my mother's side, was Anamenfath of our tribe then. When the Estramoric farmers defiled the builders' monuments, Feralt urged the other Anamenfatha to patience, but louder, angrier voices prevailed. Feralt believed that the invaders could be taught to respect the builders as we do. He also believed the builders' souls had spread to all peoples, and that we should avoid needless conflict with others. More practically, he worried that a violent response would only spur further bloodshed across the generations, and you can see where we are today.
What do you mean?
While Feralt's words were shrewd, they were ignored back then. Simply remembering his warning now will not undo the wars and the changes that the years have seen. There is blood on these stones, and that is all anyone remembers now.
An image of a polished outer cube flashes into your mind. There is a writing on the side, but the image is too faint for you to read it. The Anamenfath The Anamenfath turns away from you and looks at the ground, gnawing at a pointed claw. You can't change the past, but your choices now still matter. She looks at you sadly. Yes, that is the problem.
Another Estremor came through here a few days ago, and, well, letting him through was a mistake. One I am eager not to repeat. The Guided Compass tribe has a reputation for being too soft with Estremoran. One that will not be improved by my failure to stop this man who has desecrated our most sacred sites.
That sounds like the man I came here to stop.
I won't repeat a mistake in my haste to correct it. We bar Twin Elms from Estremoran to protect the ancient places that the Builders left behind. The Builders left this heritage to us to defend, but they alone had access to it. On this much, at least the 6 tribes agree.
You again see the polished outer cornerstone in your mind. This time the image is clearer. Each face of the stone is inscribed with a phrase you know by heart. You feel your lips form words. A gift from the builders of civilization to the guardians of their legacy. May the guardians watch the door while the builders keep the key.
These were the words given to the keepers of the stone.
I know.
Very well. The city is yours to explore. Tell the guard at the gate that you come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the Guided Compass. If the gods have truly returned one of the Builders to us, find the Delimgon of Ter Evron in Elm's Reach. If the gods have sent you here with a purpose, the Delimgon will know.
In the meantime, I shall be here to assist you. One of my companions, a representative of the Alien Republic, wishes to discuss a trade issue with you. The Orlan turns her gaze towards Pelagina. Yes, the Valiant godlike, blessed of Halia. Pelagina bristles and quickly spits out a response. So they say. The Anamenfath's face shows no outward emotion, but her voice betrays annoyance at Pelagina's interruption. And diplomat of the Duke's Belt, I understand you were to be sent here with trade assurances from your masters. Referred Anamenfath, it is true that I was chosen to convey these assurances, but understand that I am fashioned more for war than etiquette. The Orlan smirks slightly. In this dangerous times, perhaps it is better to send warriors to do diplomats' work. Pelagina musters a weak smile. Indeed, Anamenfath. Regarding the exclusive trade agreement, her voice quivers slightly and her golden eyes dart in your direction. Nod ahead, smiling warmly. Pelagina steels herself. The Republic feels that it would be in the best long-term interest of all parties of you if you maintained your traditional goods trades with the Deerwood. The Anamenfath's long ears pitch forward. A strange turn. What do the Republic want then? Pelagina speaks quietly in confidence. To Andra Tara pearls. Trade will be picking up quickly on them in the Eastern Reach. You will buy them exclusively from us for the next 5 years. In exchange, we will be your exclusive market for Ardraban and Korogolan for the same period. The Anamenfath considers Pelagina's words and several long moments. An interesting proposition, Valian. We will send emissaries south to discuss the details at greater length. Your appearance here speaks well of your Duke's intentions. Pelagina bows deeply. Referred Anamenfath.
That's it. My position in the Brotherhood gone. I can't believe I just made up new trade terms to the Glanfath and Anamenfath.
Pelagina, you did the right thing for the Republics. For the Republics, even if the Dukes can't see it from their vantage, you can deal with their disapproval later.
Verus. They have a saying in Biajepe. New gold clears even the oldest debts. If I'm right, all will be forgiven. If not, there's nothing I can do about it now.
Okay. Quest completed. The child of 5 sons. Was that Pelagina's quest? Is that it? Durance, Sagani, grieving mother. Oh, Pelagina was easy claps. Okay, but what district do I need to go to now? Speak to everyone in Elms Reach. Anamenfath Bethwl class also. Okay. So let's quick save and then just run wherever. Elms Reach is right, yes. Do not try my patience, Estromar. You shall not pass without the permission of Anamenfath. I come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the guided compass. The god scowls and looks at his companions who nod back. He turns to you again, his knuckles whitening around the shaft of his spears. Always too cozy with the Estromar. Go then, and mind your step around the sacred stones. Blow me, asshole. Oh, this chair. I need a new chair. Okay. Let's start invading homes. Hunters. Can I go in there? Yeah, thought as much. Stealing. Instead of calling it stealing, why not just give it to me? Whatever's in there. Nope. Hilltong District. Hilltong. Golden Grove. Twin Elms. Teems. Blood Sands. All of Warriors. Burial Isle. Old Song. Luckily, this is not like Defiance Bay where you get stuck on a single map for like 3 episodes long. I'm straight up playing a dual wielding druid in the next game. Watch them remove that spell. I'll start over. Only spell I want is that one. Don't care about the rest. Mind you, I might actually just stay with the ranger. Or maybe dual class into a ranger druid. And then I only take the druid class up to the point where I get that spell. And the rest, no, but then it's ranged. Doesn't make sense.
Estromar.
The elf holds a chipped wooden pipe. The sweet smoke wafting from the bowl makes you dizzy. Welcome, Ishma. I've got herbs and potions for sale. Looking for something to ease your travels or something to make them more interesting, she grins. You see her teeth and gums are stained brown. White leaf, nice way to spend an afternoon and the following night and the most of the next day. I'd like to see your stocks. Flask of war paint. What the fuck is this? Okay then. Ovets card, it's vault. Now with the placid green eyes nods in a greeting. Welcome to the Golden Grove, traveler.
Builder's wisdom to you.
Do you seek the wisdom of our herbalist or simply to bask in the Waratha's glory? Who leads your order? High over here, Eora leads us. She sometimes journeys to the Elm Shore to renew her strength. However, she's there now with some of her closest followers. In fact, Eora is a mighty Elm among us. She lived for generations. There are none who understand the world as much as well as she, and we are fortunate to have her wisdom to answer our questions. I'd like to know more about Eora. Her eyes brighten. Why, you must meet her for yourself. She is wise and kind, and she has led our order from the beginning. Yet she walks among us and gives freely of herself. She turns her gaze to the great twisted elm. That is what so many of us cherish about her. She is present among us in a way that the gods never are. Tell me about the Golden Grove. We are the Ovates, druids, philosophers, and students of nature. We gather here to share our knowledge and celebration. She gestures to another elven woman standing near the entrance to the grove. Many travelers come to us for poultices and remedies. Blada understands the cures and poisons of the nature like no other. What do you believe? We believe that knowledge is found in the earnest exploration of the natural world. She tilts her head. We do not, as some have said, oppose the gods. We simply believe that we have found a brighter, more peaceful path than devotion. I must go. What's that? Blood sounds. Oh, strong people. Everybody here is strong. These are the 3 tuskers everybody's been warning me about.
What brings you here?
Lost sector. Okay. A grizzled old elf, his hair braided and dyed, stands at one end of the hall, his arms and his chest cross-hatched with the pale seams of scars. His crooked smile looks like another. It's not many Estromor who are permitted into the sacred city. Bethwl must be feeling especially soft today. Edir pays no attention to the elf, and instead he has locked eyes with his Telgar in front of him. He whispers to it, "Do you think he'd mind if I pet his Telgar?" So, where I'm from, petting Telgar doesn't mean what you think it means. Come to hear your future at Tyr Evron, he smiles wide as exposing a row of yellow crooked teeth, or to make your own at Blood Sands. What's Blood Sands? An ancient place of sacrifice. He laces his fingers together. In a cave by the great elms themselves. Reston and his druids have been an integral part of Glenfarth's society for generations. No matter what some of the other tribes might say, Glenfarth has held its own against the Estromor, because some of us still understand the power of sacrifice. Benevolent, he gives you an appraising eye. Does the thought make you uncomfortable? It should. It is what kept our society alive for so long. Someone crosses his arms over his scarred chest. Something else? You don't seem fond of us, Estromor. His hunched shoulders straighten. I found in the Broken Stone War and the War of Black Trees, I saw my brethren cut down, defending the places of the builders, and shed of blood alongside Galvan Reg himself. He coughs. Now the Estromor seem to think that they will find a cure for their empty children among our sacred sites, or worse, that they will find sanctuary in our lands. His gaze darkens, and I've seen what happens when they set their sights on Clanfarthen soil. Well, he does have a point, Horace mutters under his breath. You learn not to trust your neighbors when they defile your lands habitually for several generations. Hefel folds his arm and shrugs. You got all the reasons in Eora to worry. And this worries you? He nods. I've seen too many wars for this not to worry me. In my 250 years, I've led many people through 2 wars. Our borders have remained intact and largely through the reputation of three-tusked Stelgar. His voice drops to a growl. I've stirred a dozen children, but none have been deemed fit to take my place. I cared nothing for the legacies and that obsess the Estromor lords. But it is important that my successor continue this path. Is your soul hereditary? Not entirely. We believe that the soul of our ancestors come back to us, that a strong soul may bear many more. But all souls must be tested by our elders. The Rayo looked first among my children for a successor, but their souls were weak. Ordinarily, they would turn to others in my tribe to clan heads and their families. Ordinarily, he levels his gaze up. But we share traditional of fostering the children to other tribes, and the Anamenfath of Fisher Crane has trusted yet his youngest to take to my care. He grimaces. And as none of my own blood are fit to take my place, the Rio will look next to this bog child, the kin of another Anamenfath, and my foster daughter to take my place. You should be so lucky, Professor. This young Fisher Crane lass is a great gift. You should be thankful. Harava's voice becomes a low whisper, especially given your familial feebleness. Couldn't you just send her back to her family? He shakes his head slowly. That would be a grave insult to the Fisher Crane. The repercussions with the other Anamenfath would be severe. I have no doubt that she would make a fine leader, but not among three-tusked Stelgar. The Orlans of Fisher Crane have lived the Thayan bog for 1,000 years. They are cunning and furtive by nature, which serves them well when they have swamp lands to hide their movements. He crosses his arms, but this will not deter the Estromorn on open ground. I wouldn't be so sure. The greater fear in the unseen enemy. He points at the warriors gathered near the fire. Our savagery has deterred the Estromor from further encroachment. They still tell of our deeds in the Broken Stone War, but if a child Fisher Crane leads our tribe, we will lose that boldness, and the Estromorn will lose their fear of us. The child will be influenced by the souls of her ancestors. In times of crisis, she will look to her kin in the insane bog for guidance. No matter what I might try to teach her, it will not be enough. Rational. He considers you. There is a way you could help me, if you have the stomach for it, but I think you have the perspective to see why certain unpleasantness may be necessary. Go on. The Orlan girl has the soul of a leader. If it were passed to one of our own offspring, our tribe would remain strong. The Stelgar at Simok's side scratches its massive head on the Anamenfath's leg. He remains steady on his feet. The druids of Bloodsands have a way to do this, and they understand the importance of a strong line of succession for three-tusked Stelgar. Lost Eyes narrates, this sounds problematic. He gives you a key. There's a house in the southeast Hearth Song next to the river. The child will be asleep, and I've arranged for her to be unattended for a time. His voice becomes quite number. Take her and bring her to the keeper of water and the blood hands. She knows what must be done. When she presents you with the liquid essence, bring it back to me. Very well. I won't do this. What will keep her? What I'll do with the child? His scarred face twists again. Have you seen the rituals of blood sands? She will sacrifice her. It is the only way to distill her essence. However, Samak wide-eyed. What a loathsome wretch. Even the three-tusked standards. How about I pummel this unhinged old man until I'm picking bits of his bones, brains, and essence out of my fur. The Orlan child, go on. I don't see why you need me to do this. Because I cannot do it without attracting undue attention, he frowns. I don't relish passing my own burdens on to others, but this will incite war between our tribes if I am caught. How can you possibly expect to get away with this? If you know the girl is here, and one Orlan babe will look much the same as the next. He shrugs. But let me worry about that. Tell me more about the potion that you need from Warda. Right. Whatever you call that. Essence bound and distilled into a liquid. It will have a little immediate effect on me, but it will weave a stronger soul in my future issue. Remind me why. I won't do this. I do not relish the deed, but 2 centuries of leadership have taught me that all things bear a cost. You know, to consider it well, Estremo. I will not above rewarding those who are of a service. Tell me about the 3 Dust Telgar. The boldest and fierce of the 6 great tribes of Anamenfath. It was we who first defended against the Estremon who came to shore 200 years ago. He raised his chin. We have always been the border tribe, and it has always fallen to us to hold the line against outsiders and invaders. Rose leans in and whispers a voice. The way they keep mentioning battles of old, you think they're the 3 Tusk Martyr tribe. They are indeed fierce, and their history is rife with glorious deeds. I sometimes think they'd fight the other tribes if they didn't have trespassers to hunt. What do you do here? As Anamenfath of 3 Tastelgar, I guide our tribe in all matters. He looks to the main room of the hut, where others have gathered. I am in Twin Elms to confer with some of the other Anamenfatha about the Arnolfin. The words in this game. You're hollowborn. We only have such bursts here on occasion, but it has made us more vigilant about our neighbors. One Selgar searches, flexing its claws. Simok's eyes narrow. There are some of us who believe your Arnolfin to be a punishment of the defilement of the boldest sites. Others say it's a plague carried by the Estremorn. People make it what they want it to be, and when it ends, if it ends, they'll make up reasons for that too. Goodbye. Have a great time.
Hey there.
Yeah, let's yell across the room. Yeah, man approaches you with a swift and a purposeful stride. While you never met him before, he has the same stern, wild look as Semak. He doesn't speak until he's right next to you. When he does, his voice is quiet. Wait, I saw you speaking with my father. What's this about? He glances back at the room with Semak. He asked you to sacrifice Vela, hasn't he? He grits his teeth. Maybe he's right about the 3 so growing weak, but if this is the price of strength, it isn't worth it. The tribes have survived this long because we've stuck together. A voice of reason. It's a wonder Semak didn't feed him to the Stelgers. Do you have another idea? He found there's an herbalist among the ovates of the Golden Grove of Beldau. That's her name. They all gather southeast of here by the river. She could brew a poison. Semak wouldn't know the difference until it's too late. There's an easier way to kill Semak, you know. His warriors would surround you in no time. Besides, it's simplest if this happens quietly. Why not just return this child to her birth parents? It's complicated. A child sent to be fostered by another tribe isn't allowed to return. Unfortunately, explaining that we're shielding her from my father would make matters much worse for both tribes. He tugs at his thin braids. You want me to murder your father? No, but it's better than allowing him to murder this child. Let me guess. If Semak dies, you're next in line. It's not like that. The Rio have already determined that my soul isn't strong enough. However follows my father, it won't be me. Fine. With another glance at Semak's chamber, he backs towards the door. Like I said, you'll find Melda in the Golden Grove. Good luck. It's a nightfall. First things first. Do I grab the baby? Do I grab the baby? I hear that you can make a certain potions. She takes a deep breath into her robe. By poisons, I only deal in tonics and heal in enlightenments. She exhales above smoke. Of course, many beneficial substances can be harmful when taken in great quantities, but that just Wereth's way of keeping all things in balance. Really, what kind of substances? She leans against the widening trunk and ticks the items off her finger. Oh, there's plenty: concentrated carogolone, undersold spider venom, rotten blood moss extract, cave coral mix, and with skein bone. I'd like some concentrated grow-garland. Give me an undersold spider venom. And do you have any rotten blood moss? I need a mixture of cave. She stops counting and goes, what would you want? Something like that? What? Well, my friend Estelgar is dying, and he wants to ease the creature's passing. She frowns, her teeth clumped around the pipe. Poor thing. Here, take this. She gives you a vial filled with dog food. It works slowly, but this will send him back to the cycle kindly enough. Just see that it doesn't get misplaced. Half that dose would kill an Amawa. She taps ash from her pipe into the grass. Was there anything else I can do for you? Goodbye. I am going to get the baby first. Get the baby. Was it this one? It's hard save instead of using quick save. Where did I quick save? Yes, just before I spoke to him. Northern baby lies in the crib, tiny and dark-furred. Though her eyes are closed with sleep, she squirms under a blanket and muzzled. Take Fela. No, I'm keeping the baby. Oh, fuck this chair. Lero's weapon is drawn and his eyes burn with anger. He looks more like his father than ever. I knew my father was Solar's beast, but you... He snarls, showing you a row of white but crooked teeth. My father's right about one thing. I can't trust Estromor's words. I am just going to take us someplace safe. Not a chance, Estromor. Okay. I don't understand what this is.
Hey there.
Now, just swap weapons.
Hey. Sure.
This guy just doesn't want to die. My burpee. I want one of those as a pet.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. I can get all some.
Sure.
Legs from the violin, looks something's wrong. His eyes don't know what. This is distilled essence, really. He rushed at you with a cry of rage. Okay! Now the question. I should have... Okay, let's load. I'm first gonna try the different poisons, see which one it takes. Without noticing the difference.
Yeah?
So let's hard save here so I can make use of quick save. Okay.
Tread carefully, Estermore.
Okay, quick save.
Yeah?
Let's go inside.
How may I help?
Hey there.
Then we go to this lady. This lady. There's the still spider web now when I'm that one's not gonna work.
Yeah?
If this doesn't work, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take any one of the poisons. I'm gonna go to him, tell him about his son, and then give him a poison that might actually the highest resolve. I need 19 resolve. I think that's Eora. I think that's Eora. Endurance.
Hey there. Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is not working. So, whatever.
Yeah?
With that, let's go Rescue the baby. Take Vela. Baila. I was going to take us somewhere place. Safe. Someplace safe. Oh, you leveled. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Love.
Okay. So I has the baby now. I has baby. Where's baby? Okay. I think I'm gonna call it here, guys, because this is gonna take some figuring out on how to not have that whole colony attack me. I do want to save the baby, but at the same time, I also do not want a whole colony attacking me. So, yes. Thank you for watching, guys, and I hope you have a fantastic day. See you in the next episode.